House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, in an interview with Breitbart published this week, vowed revenge against those pesky little Democrats who, of course, stripped people like Paul Gosar and Marjorie Taylor Greene of their committee assignments last year. And McCarthy says that turnabout is fair play, and he already has a plan, by the way, to strip 3 different Democrats of their committee assignments should Republicans take back over in the midterms. Adam Schiff, according to McCarthy, will lose his committee assignments. Eric Swalwell will lose his committee assignments. And of course, just because they hate her so much, Ilan Omar is also going to lose her committee assignments because McCarthy says she has said too many anti-American things, which of course is Republicans' way of saying we don't like how she looks. And we all know what I'm talking about, right? She's not white. She's not Christian. She's a she. So yes, automatically, all of those things together are going to piss off Republicans, and they want to punish her because of that and claim that she is un-American because she's not a white, subservient Christian woman. Swalwell and Schiff, of course, he believes he has legitimate reasons, though, to kick those two off their committees. Of course, with Schiff, it's because of the Steele dossier that Schiff didn't put together. So, that was what, the Washington Free Beacon that actually started that? A conservative paper? And that's what gets me about that whole Steele dossier thing, is just the fact that Republicans forget that was originally started by Republicans to get dirt on Trump to force him out of the race because they hated him so much. You want to be honest, McCarthy? Be honest about the origins of that Steele dossier. And Eric Swalwell, of course, is because a couple years ago, guy was dating this woman who turned out to allegedly be a, Chinese spy. So, you know what? That's probably not a great thing, right? But McCarthy also says, in addition to that, more, Chinophobia, that he also wants to have a committee to investigate communist China, he says. Why? Just, more Red Scare type crap. Possibly living up to his name of McCarthy. Not that he's related to, McCarthy. But why not bring in some good old-fashioned McCarthyism Red Scare crap to the 2023 new crop of Congress, if, of course, Republicans win in this year's midterms. But let's be clear. None of this has anything to do with actual legislation, okay? None of this has anything to do with pushing bills, with getting things done in Congress. This is Kevin McCarthy being pissed off that his people had to rightfully pay for their actions, pay for their words, pay for their decisions, suffer the consequences of those things. And he says, oh, hell no, we're going to make the Democrats pay just because we can. If ever you needed a reason to make sure Republicans don't win in the midterms, I'd say this is a pretty dang good one, on top of the millions of other reasons why we do not want Republicans to win. But unfortunately, the latest round of polling shows that Republicans have, of course, taken a 6-point lead in generic head-to-head matchups for the 2022 midterms. They're poised to win. It seems like right now they will win the midterms, at least take back the House. The Senate is more of a question mark. But if they take back that House, this is what we can expect from Republicans. No real legislation, just more obstruction, and of course, an unhealthy dose of revenge against those Democrats who they feel have in some way slighted them in the past. And I guarantee you, if that happens, that list is going to grow to more than just 3 Democrats. And they're going to waste 2 years making the lives of Democrats, and by extension, every American, pure hell. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.